guess I had my pilot jet a little on the lean side, and my bike was not fully warmed up. I was feeling pretty deflated right here, but then I just decided to turn it up and see how many places I could catch up, or how many people I could pass. So to my surprise, I actually started making some ground up pretty quick. And right here I get past Anthony. I'm coming up on my buddy Cole. Past Paul here on the left. I'm trying to put the pressure on Cole here. I pass another guy here. I'm not sure who that was. I get past Cole here for the first time. We kind of go back and forth a bit in this race. And then coming up here is a little bit of a bottleneck. I don't know, some of these people ride fairly timid, and I just bore right past them. So by this point I make up about 5 positions already, which is really good. Here we got Chad in front of me, trying to get around him. Sounds like he needs a silencer repack. And there's a little mistake. I am just pushing so hard right now, kind of borderline. Getting squirrely. Gotta try to remind myself to not make mistakes in these situations. Try to ride smooth. Finally get around Chad right there. Put him behind me. And there are people going down everywhere in this race. I don't know. I mean, it was fairly technical, but yeah, C-Class is such a mixed bag. Just a lot of people just seem like they can't handle any terrain. But I think that guy was in class ahead of me, 30C maybe.
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Alright, and I think that was Jay. Jay lives kind of local to me, and kind of always go back and forth in these races a little bit. He said he didn't have a very good race, which is unfortunate for him. I guess he was making a lot of mistakes. It seemed like everyone was making a lot of mistakes. Now I'm behind Darwin. Darwin was kind of my nemesis for this race. Me and him were going back and forth quite a bit. He was pretty quick. He made it pretty difficult to pass him. He wasn't falling for my yelling and whooping and revving. Passed another guy there. He wasn't in our class.
On your left! Oh shit! Sorry.
I was trying to get around that guy for a while. He just would not give up his spot, so kind of had to run him off the trail a little bit. You know, if somebody's coming up behind you and they're a lot faster than you, just get out of the way. Make it easy on both of you. They're like, no, I'm not going to give up my 10th place. Pride 10th place from my dead cold hands. Pass another guy there, stopping to take in the scenery, I guess. I think he was also in a different class. Get by number 160 there. A lot of people taking breaks in this race. It's like, this is the first lap at the beginning. People are just, I don't know. Maybe they were partying too hard the night before. So I'm back behind Darwin here for a bit. This is kind of a rocky, loose hill climb here. Nothing too crazy, but it is a little more difficult because you can't see anything with the dust. Get past another guy there, riding the struggle bus. Oh, no, he gets past me. I get stuck here for a few seconds. There goes Cole past me. Another guy from before, which we'll get past him again pretty quick here.
That dirt digger.
Yeah, loving that dirt digger rear tire from X Grip. Doing great. This is another reason why I can't wait to get into B class. Just too many people that can't handle technical riding in C class. Get up this loose rocky hill climb right here. Pull the front wheel up a little bit. Now this section was rocky. Relentless. And it's Darwin again. Gonna get past this guy up in front here. He won't let us get by easily.
Woo! Thank you.
Then we got Cole right there. Darwin gets around him. I try to sneak around him, and he takes off again. So now, for a little while, it's Darwin and Cole. I'm kind of just following behind them, trying to ride steady, maybe wait for one of them to make a mistake. A lot of these races, you can just get behind somebody, just kind of wait patiently. C class, you know, people make a lot of mistakes, so you know, if you're patient and you have the time.
On your left, bro.
Usually you can just wait for them to crash and get around them. Cole is off the couch, man. He hasn't raced in, I don't know, maybe 2 years. Probably got about 6 or 7 hours on a dirt bike in the last year. Guy just comes out to the Hare Scramble and starts crushing it. Unreal.
Try to use Cole as a fullback.
This part was really difficult. It was like basically zero visibility. Some deep sand ruts. Not a great combination for going fast. Really trying my hardest here not to crash or make a mistake. Here we go, the Iron Mini gets past me, and of course, you know, with all these kids on the Minis, the 85s, they fly past you, and then about 100 feet ahead, they always end up crashing and passing back. So that's pretty much what happened here. I wasn't able to pass him back, but he did crash, predictably. The reason why I'm excited to get into B class and not have to deal with these kids on the 85s. Just straight reckless. At this point, I've probably got a pound of sand in my lungs and mouth. Here we get past Cole again. I threw some serious roost at him. I think right here he said he just took his goggles off and threw them in the woods. Now we're getting towards the end of the first lap.
Gotta catch up to the guy in the Stark.
Yeah, I knew if I could catch the guy in the Stark, I'd be in pretty good shape. And there we go, all nice and wet from the river crossings and into a pile of sand. That's always nice. Cole gets back past me there and yells something at me. this hill climb here. This is a little tricky, not too hard, but yeah, pulling the front wheel up again with that dirt digger. Past Cole once again. We get to the chicane here. Try to get a little sip of water. I wish I could have been a little bit more conscious about cleaning my camera lens, although it was pretty hard since my gloves were just absolutely mucky and nasty, so every time I tried to wipe the camera, I think I would just make it worse. I felt like I was able to make up some pretty good time through this section on every lap. Kind of going as fast as I can. Trying not to hit any ruts sideways. Alright, now we get past the guy in the Stark. A lot of people are getting caught in that inside edge right there. I always try to keep it on the outside. I thought he was in my class, but now looking through the results, he was not. But
Caught the Stark.
kind of a good marker
I
of,
don't know what that means, but hopefully it's good.
you know, trying to judge where I was at. Go, split these guys right through the middle. They were also in a different class ahead of me. Yes, one thing I learned, just try to ride aggressive. Alright, here we get past Darwin. I don't know what he had going on there. He was looking at something on his bike. I just go right past him, go up this hill climb. Past a couple more guys. I'm telling you, man, these C-class people, they just, all these hill climbs, they just struggle with, it seems like. And here we got another couple of riders stopping to take in the scenery, I guess. Right here I get hung up. Darwin was just waiting. He gets a pass on me there. And then I get him right back again. So that felt good. A lot of people stopping for breaks during this race. That's one area I felt pretty good. I never really had to stop and regain my composure. You know, I'm hoping that this conditioning, strength and conditioning training that I've been doing in between races has been helping with that. And dumped the bike. Of course, a couple more people stuck on this hill climb. I know Darwin's right behind me somewhere here. This is where I'm like, I gotta kick it into gear and let's get going. Can't afford to sit around here all day. There's the dirt digger doing work again, pulling that front tire off the ground. Able to keep Darwin at bay through the rest of this second lap and like 90% of the third lap until I mess up the last hill climb. Now going through this section, I can actually see this time. This first lap I went through here just completely dusted out. Such a difference when you can actually see where you're going. I never really drink water during my laps. I always try to kind of get it right here, going through the chicane. Just kind of rinse my mouth out too, just caked full of dirt. I like this section. I was just really trying to put as much distance as I could between me and everybody behind me. To have some spectators cheering you on. If you have a Sherco, you know know that sound.
That is my fan screaming for its life. Oh, do you like my horn to let people know I'm coming?
I don't know if this is a race or like just a hangout. It seems like a lot of people just like hanging out. Some of these hill climbs are just pretty rough too, especially when you get to that second, third lap. Very loose dirt, kind of sandy, just loose rocks, roots. Watching this back, it actually made me feel pretty good at how many people I just passed on hill climbs and how exhausted some of these riders seemed. Super hard to keep the camera lens clean. I tried, but my gloves were just super dirty and wet. That doesn't help. And just a really messy race. Clutch work, don't let it stall. Hill climbing. Just absolutely soaked to the bone. And then going through this sand, dirt. Oh man, it's just a great combination. Up to the end of the third and final lap here. Just trying to ride consistent, got clean air in front of me. And here we go, last hill climb.
Thank you. Front end over, go try again, yeah? Yeah.
Shout out to this track worker. Oh, and there goes Darwin for the lead. But I guess he didn't make it either. He ended up coming back down. Oh, and here comes Cole for the win. He gets up no problem. So this is where I'm just like, I need to turn around as fast as possible and not let anybody else get up that hill in front of me. No time to rest. I don't know why I just couldn't do that the first time. Well, it's all good. I think it was actually pretty epic to go down the way it did. Just me messing up, Darwin messing up, Cole just passing both of us, going right up, getting the lead. You know, good for him. That was definitely one of the most exciting finishes I've had during a Hare Scramble. So that'll pretty much do it. I'm gonna make my way to the checkered flag. And yeah. Until the next WeBe race, which will be in Nucla next month, Nucla, Colorado. See how that one goes.
Thank you.
I was pretty stoked to say the least on that performance, going from last to finishing in second. 7 seconds behind Cole. If I remember correctly, I think I put about 20 seconds between me and Darwin at the finish there.
Yo! Fucker!
Yeah, kudos to Cole, man. He ripped it.
Hey, bro, good racing, man. Fucking right on.
Yeah, I bet that was a battle. Was you the one that was back and forth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit, dude. That was fun.
Huh?
Yeah. Good to have some good competition.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, that last hill climb. Fuck.
Oh, that was.
I cleared it every other time, but that time I looped it right at the top.
Yeah. Then this is bad.
Oh man, that was it, dude. Hell yeah, good job, man.
Yeah, you did.
What was your name?
Darwin.
Darwin, Eric.
All right. Good to meet you.